Hi everyone, this is Lai, and today we're going to show you on how to evacuate your backup data from normal storage into a new storage. So this is our test scenario that we are going to demo to you. First and foremost, you do have a normal repository whereby you already put your backup data, right? And then suddenly, after a few years, you plan to buy a new hardware. And in this scenario, we are going to use HPE Store Ones, and you would like to migrate your oldest backup data into HPE Store Ones. So on Beam itself, we do have a feature called Evacuate Backup. So it's make your life simple to migrate your backup data into a new storage. So without further ado, let's look into how does it work in the environments. So first and foremost, start to create a SOBR, scale backup repositories, right? And we're going to put descriptions on how to migrate your normal repos to a HPE Store Ones. Next, you add your normal repositories. In our lab environment, this is called repo4, and then we go to HPE Store Ones. When you click next, the system itself will detect that you already use it on the normal repositories on one of the jobs, and it's asking you whether you want to change to SOBR, right? Click yes, and you click next until the end. So once they're done, right, just wait for a while for it to appear. If it doesn't appear, then you can just right click and rescan. Go back to your jobs. You select one of the jobs, right click, go to edit, then click on the storages. You're able to see that it's already changed for you automatically to SOBR. Check your backup data, right? So your backup data is still intact, right? So now we are going to evacuate. So before you evacuate, you do have a virtual machine and it's occupied the size of 1.2 gigabyte. So first and foremost, you set to maintenance mode, right? So once you set into a maintenance mode, it prevents using this particular repositories, right? So if you do have any running backup jobs, you will not use these normal repositories. Once you have done that, you start to click evacuate. So what you're going to do is going to move your backups from normal storages into another storages. So in this lab, we are using HPE Store Ones. So this process will take a while, depend on how many data that inside the particular storages, right? From your old storage to a new storage, right? So what we're going to do is this will take for a while. So therefore, I will pause the video recordings, and once it's finished, I will click resume back. Right, so the data is already evacuated. So all you need to do is just rescan. Later, it will show the status that the normal repositories, the use space is 0, and your HPE Store Ones will consist of data which is 1.2 gigabyte, right? Right, there you go. If you go to Store Ones, click on the items, this is the data that's moved from normal repositories to HPE Store Ones. So if you go to back and edit back the backup data, you're able to see the compression and dedupe still remain the same, right? And you can just start back your backup to run. If you start your backups, it will use the HP store ones. Alright, so that's all about the demos, and we already successfully migrate your oldest backup data from normal repositories into HP store ones.